Eldon Miller was hired as the coach at Wittenberg at the age of 23, right after he got done with school there, and wasted no time proving that he belonged in that category. His first team had a 26-2 record and was NCAA Division III national runner-up. Miller would be head coach for 36 years to follow, guiding his teams into the NCAA tournament 8 times. He spent 8 years at Wittenberg before coaching at Western Michigan, Ohio State, and Northern Iowa. As a player, Miller led Wittenberg to an NCAA championship in 1961, and then he was named head coach right after the 1962 season. 6 years at Western Michigan ended in 1976 with the school's first Mid-American Conference championship, and then an invitation to coach at Ohio State followed. 4 of his Buckeye teams played in the NCAA tournament. His last OSU squad won the 1986 NIT title. A lot of versatility from Coach Miller from back in his playing days and his days as being an athlete. He was a track athlete. And earlier today, they were trading barbs after lunch there. He was trading barbs with Dick Reynolds about how he competed in a track meet against Dick Reynolds when Coach Reynolds was at Otterbein and Coach Miller was at Wittenberg. And the discussion didn't center on the fact that he competed. It was the fact that whether or not he wanted to consider it competing or just participated in track at that time. He certainly competed tenaciously as a coach, and for that, we place Eldon Miller in the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Many times, thank you. Many times the English language is not adequate. For me, this is close to that time. First, I'd like members of my family who are here to stand, please. Sis, where are you? Cousin, stand up. Where are you? Aunt June, stand up. You're not that old, Aunt June. Thank you. That's a little bit about my roots. 60 years ago, Jacob and Helen Miller put a basket up on the barn floor in our barn in Fry's Valley outside of Janaden-Hutton. For the last 60 years, basketball has been a very, very important part of my life. A very important part of my life. Tonight, there are a lot of people here that are very important to me. I go back to my roots. I grew up in Janaden-Hutton. Basketball was huge in Tuscarawas County. That was the game. People stood in line for hours at Memorial Hall in Dover to get into the county tournament. And then a very interesting thing happened to me. Dana. Where are you, Dana? Please stand up. This is Dana Mears. She's the wife of Coach Ray Mears, who was inducted here last year, who recruited me to play at Wittenberg College. Any of you know anything about Wittenberg College? The winningest college division team in America since 1955. Coach Mears started something there that was very unique. Starting with him, 5 head coaches in a row left Wittenberg to become Division I head coaches. That may never be achieved again at most Division III schools. To say that I love the game of basketball is not adequate. But I think I love the people involved more, and I love what the game stands for. It is a game that requires great integrity. This recognition tonight is not for me. It's for a lot of people. It's for a lot of opportunities that I had. I have 2 special people here with me tonight. My son Ben is here, and I'm going to introduce him for a couple reasons. Number 1, I love him. Number 2, I work for him. And if I didn't introduce him, there may be trouble in staff meeting. Most importantly in our family, I'm the field manager. This is the general manager. Stand up, honey. For 45 years, she's had to put up with this. It's my wife, Dee Miller. I have many former players here. I can't single any of them out. And I don't have a lot of time. But I think tonight, for me, this award for me is more a testimony of what America stands for. You can have a dream, you can have a passion in this country. And what's even more important, you'll have the opportunity to live that dream. And that has been my life, and it's my life today. Thank you very much for this recognition.